Hi everyone and welcome back. I had a few weeks off and it was unexpected but kind of inevitable. So I hope you guys had an amazing Christmas, an amazing New Year. I hope you spent it with the people that you care about, people that you love, your family, your friends, whoever they are. I hope you had a fantastic holiday period. Yeah, I had a bit of an unexpected break. I don't think I've uploaded for like 2 weeks now, so I'm really sorry about that. I didn't tell anybody. I'm sorry it happened. I always spend Christmas now with Jack's family, and obviously when I was there for a week, I'm not going to film in their house, like why would I? So yeah, it was so crazy. I was working like 30 hours the week before Christmas, and then I was working Christmas Eve. I didn't have time to even like film anything before we set off. I drove down there for like an hour and a half down to Jack's parents. Yeah, it was all a bit manic, hence why my uploads were kind of all over the place. Honestly, I was just uploading and editing whenever I had the energy to, because obviously when you work a lot and then you're also doing a million and other things, like it can get a bit overwhelming. But anyway, that is not what this video is about. I just want to wish you guys an amazing Christmas, holiday, New Year. I am coming back to do a bit of a chatty video, and my friend Dee, I will link her channel below. I've spoke about her, she's been on my channel before. Dee Louise, she did this video and I was thinking about doing it, and she did it and I really loved it. It just inspired me and it just got me excited, and it kind of holds me accountable for this year. Well, accountable for myself, I mean. So yeah, I thought I would do a 2019 review, 2020 goals, and also I would talk about my 10k giveaway. Thank you so much for allowing me to hit 10k subscribers. This was my wish for this year and you guys like granted me. I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful. And yeah, so I will be talking about my giveaway, but just give me a second. I've made notes on what I want to talk about today, and my camera is already flashing at me, and how annoying. So yeah, let's talk about the giveaway straight away. I was going to leave this to the end, but then I thought, why not just talk about it first? I promised you guys a 10,000 subscriber giveaway, and this is how it's gonna go. Okay, so obviously you have to be subscribed to my YouTube channel and also be following me on Instagram. So you have to be following me on both platforms. That's non-negotiable. So yeah, and the giveaway is gonna go. I didn't know what to give you guys, and I don't know what people like, and like I thought, oh, maybe give away like my favorite coat or something like that, but then I thought, well, not everybody lives in like cold weather like here in England. So I decided on, I'm going to give one of you guys a £100 voucher. So I'm going to give you guys £100. It's kind of going to be like a Josephine voucher, and you can spend this voucher on 4 different websites. It's going to be Topshop, H&M, Zara and ASOS. And so you've got £100. You tell me what you want, I will buy it for you and I will send it over to you. I wanted this giveaway to be personalised and to be something that you would actually use. Like for instance, if you always wanted like a certain coat, I have so many coats here, and some of you guys, these coats might be too expensive for you guys or for somebody. Like I know that an £80 coat might be really expensive for somebody. So this is an opportunity for you to get something that you've really been wanting that comes up to £100. So that's how it's going to go. But like I said, you have to be following me on Instagram and YouTube, absolutely. And I will be checking, of course, all of these things I will be checking. I'm going to use a random name generator to come up so it's completely fair. This giveaway is worldwide, so it doesn't matter where you live, I'm sending it to you, okay? Make sure that you are 18 years and above, or if you're not, make sure you have parental permission. I don't want to be asking for somebody's address and then it get all complicated. We don't want that. The giveaway will end on the let's give it about 2 weeks. So I'm going to say it out of my head, the 15th of January. It's going to end on the 15th of January. This gives you about 11 days, 10-11 days to enter. I will be using a random name generator. So to actually enter the giveaway, you have to comment on this YouTube video, on this YouTube video alone. Tell me what is your favourite type of video that I create, or what kind of content would you like me to do in the future. So for instance, if you'd like me to do more vlogs, that kind of thing. And then over on my Instagram, I will be doing an Instagram post which is going to go live at the same time as this video, and on there I want you to tell me what your 2020 goal is. One goal that you want to reach in 2020, that's what you have to do. And obviously if you're feeling very generous, please like the photo as well, maybe save it if you like it. I would really like that. And obviously make sure that you like this video as well. This giveaway is for my followers, and these are for people who have supported me on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram. This is for you. If you are just stumbled across this video and you're just going to follow, unfollow, unsub, sub, this is not for you. And so yeah, this is just for my followers. And people who have followed me for a long time and have supported me and have liked my videos and commented. If you don't win this giveaway, I will be doing more giveaways throughout the year as I reach more of my goals. In terms of my social media, I will be doing more and more giveaways. I think that's everything. I will have all the terms and conditions of the giveaway down below. If you are confused on anything, it's going to be in the description box. Make sure to go over there just to double check. If you are unsure on anything, everything will be clarified on there. But yeah, with that all said, let's get on to this video, and I really hope my camera does not cut me out. So I thought I would start off the kind of review part of this video. This is going to be a very long video, by the way, like very, very long. I thought I would start this video by talking about, firstly, 2019 review. So my 2019 started a bit strange. I was working at a part-time job that I absolutely hated. It was just, I didn't hate the actual job itself, and it was more the people that I worked with I really didn't like. Everyone was very negative, and it was a very negative work environment. And obviously this was a part-time job, but I was doing like 20 hours at this part-time job, so it was quite a lot of hours for someone who's also at university full-time. But I had to do that job because I wanted to learn to drive, number one, and it was very expensive for me. I have a whole video about me talking about my driving experience, so it's on my channel somewhere. But I wanted to learn to drive, and I wanted to get a car and pay for my own insurance, and I don't have anybody that can help me financially with that. Whenever I want to do anything at all, I have to do it myself, and a lot of you guys will be like that as well, where you don't have parents or you don't have family members who are going to support you financially. I don't have that, so I had to get a job that would pay me enough for me to live my life and also afford that. And to be completely honest, I don't really speak about this a lot, but I also had to get this job because I had to pay, you guys, some of you guys might know, but my mum passed away about 6 years ago when I was 17. It was the hardest thing that's ever happened to me, and it was so hard for me and my family. It's still something that I really struggle to talk about now. I can feel myself tearing up just talking about it. But so it was getting on, and she didn't have a gravestone, and me and my sister wanted to buy her a proper gravestone, and not just go I don't want to say it, like, we didn't want to just get her like a small one. We wanted to get one that was exactly what we wanted. And if you've ever lost a loved one or anything like that, then you'll know how expensive the whole funeral industry is. And so as a 21-year-old, plus 21, my sister's a year older than me, we had to save up for my mum's grave, and that is why I got this job. So it was so hard doing this job and being at uni, but I had really important reasons why I had to do this. And like, anyway, this part-time job absolutely shattered my mental health. I was working amongst people who just didn't, well, not everyone was bad. I made some really good friends at this place, but it was really hard to work there. But anyway, I reached all my goals. I passed my driving test, I got my dream car, I paid for my own insurance, I do that all myself. And also we got my mum the perfect gravestone, and every time I go and see her now, it feels so good to see that, and hard work really does pay off. But yeah, that is the honest reason why I had to work so much and do so many hours. But yeah, a lot of you guys will relate to that. So yeah, so I quit that job because I didn't need to do it anymore, and I was like, I need a break from my mental health. And then I kind of struggled looking for internships. I was in my second year of uni, and I was struggling to get an internship because a lot of them, I live up north. I'm going to say I live in Leeds. It's like the 3rd or 4th biggest city in the UK. But a lot of the internships and marketing and all of that, a lot of them are down south in London or London area. And I didn't want to commute. I don't have that option. I live with my boyfriend, but I lived in the same house alone. And commuting and living down in London would mean I'd have to leave where I live, or I'd have to pay for more. So I'd have to pay for rent here and rent there as well. Couldn't do that. It wasn't an option for me. So I wasn't going to move. I was going to look for an internship based around the Leeds area. I was happy to commute to Manchester if I absolutely had to, but yeah, I couldn't find one. Couldn't find one that I was really that passionate about. I couldn't find one that I was really interested in, and uni was kind of hounding us. They were hounding us with internship placement. I didn't want to do an extra year at uni. I didn't want to do a placement. I just wanted to do my degree and start with my career and not have any kind of in-between bits anymore. So yeah, I struggled with that. I did kind of find one, but it wasn't the right thing for me. The guy who I worked with was quite unprofessional, so I left. I wasn't going to do that. So then I thought, do you know what, I'm gonna, because I do a business degree, and I thought I want to do social media marketing when I graduate, so that's the kind of career that I want to go into. I thought, do you know what, I'm going to market myself. I'm going to start my own Instagram and focus more on my YouTube. I took like a couple of years off YouTube. I wasn't really prioritising it. I thought I'm going to prioritise, I'm going to market myself, so in terms of like YouTube and Instagram, and create kind of a little brand for myself, like me being the brand. That's what that's how it works with influencing, like the individual is the brand. And I thought, do you know what, I'm going to start it. It's something that I've always wanted to do. Some of you guys have asked me in the past, that being like OG subscribers on YouTube, have asked me, have you got an Instagram? And I was like, no. I've always had a personal one, but I've never had like a fashion one or a makeup one. Anyway, I thought this is the year for me. I quit this rubbish job. I'm not doing this weird internship, so I'm going to market myself and do fashion and show all my outfits. This is when I actually really started getting into like fashion and all that kind of thing. So I started that at the beginning of last year, about December, January last year is when I actually properly started it, and it just went along there. And I'm currently on about 7,000 Instagram followers, so it's not like a lot, but for me it's such an achievement. I'm so proud. And forget the numbers and forget the likes, the opportunities that I have gained through doing Instagram and YouTube, it makes me want to cry. Not because like of the opportunities and I'm doing this and doing that, it's just like the support and the community that I'm part of on Instagram and on YouTube is just incredible. Especially on Instagram, it's a lot more like community based, and there's a lot more like people who post every day and do fashion influencing that I comment and like and engage on their posts, and they do that on me, and I feel like they're my friends even though we've never met. We don't even live in the same part of the UK or even the world, but they're these are women, people who it's just incredible. So this has been, honestly, I haven't had many good years since losing my mum. I felt, anybody can imagine, like if you can imagine losing your mum and her being a single mum and literally feeling like you've lost your family when you've lost your mum. I haven't had many good years. It's been a lot of struggles in many different aspects, and 2019 was the first time that I actually felt really good about myself, and I felt positive, and I didn't feel so alone, and I felt like I was achieving something, and I felt like I was not just going to end up being nothing. I felt some sort of sense of direction, and that is simply from you guys and supporting me, like following me, subscribing to my channel, engaging with me. You don't know how much, like a quick comment or someone saying like, I really look forward to your Instagram post, or I really look forward to your to your YouTube videos, how much that impacts me. It gives me a sense of purpose, and for a long time I felt like I had no purpose, and this year it's just been incredible. And you're not going to know that. You sitting here are not going to know what you've done for me, but you've done so much to me, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for really I said I wouldn't cry, but I feel like crying. I want to thank you so much for your support. You transformed my life, you know. It's been incredible. So yeah, through my Instagram and YouTube, I've been able to like work with different brands, and like I had a notebook and I wrote down all the brands that I wanted to work with and things that I wanted to achieve. I mean, I didn't quite hit it with my Instagram. I wanted to hit 10k, not quite there yet, but with my YouTube I smashed it, and with the brands that I've worked with, I didn't think I would be able to work with, and it just shows that you don't need to have 100k, you don't even need to have 50k to be working with decent, you know, good brands. And you know, I talked about in my little notebook how I wanted to work with New Look and Topshop, and I worked with both of those brands, and to me I wrote it down thinking that yeah, it might happen, and it did. And it's crazy. I always say this, and I've mentioned it before, but I used to work at Topshop as a sales assistant, and to be able to work with them but in a different aspect is incredible, honestly. Like so yeah, in terms of uni, I really struggled in my second year of uni. I don't know, I kind of felt like it was a lot of nonsense. Some of the modules that I was doing were really difficult, and it felt like it was a big jump up from year 1 and year 2, and it was a lot of that heavy theory that I still can't see how it's going to be necessary in my life, let alone if I choose to go into a career that anyway. So I really struggled in terms of like genuine interest. At some points I was like, I'm gonna quit uni, but obviously I wasn't going to do that. I've worked so hard to be where I am, I would never quit uni. So yeah, I did struggle a little bit with uni in terms of like just enjoying it. I felt like I just got through it, and I'm proud of myself for just getting through it. That's an achievement in itself. So yeah, overall, also I went on a holiday to Mauritius. That was incredible. I vlogged it, but I didn't end up uploading the vlog because honestly all I did was relax, and I needed that. If you ever get the chance to go to Mauritius, do. I might insert some footage of the holiday, I might not, but Mauritius was incredible. I want to go there this year, but it was such an expensive holiday that I can't afford to do that every year. Okay, so my camera kind of cut off, and to be honest I was going on a bit too much, so let's get on to my 2020 goals. So my goals for this year, so in terms of my social media, I want to I want to hit at least 20,000 on YouTube. So I would love to have 20,000 of you guys, but I want more. I want to achieve more, and I know we can do it. Thank you so much to everyone that supports me. Every like, every comment, things like that. When you watch my videos right to the end, they help me out so much. And I can't do this without you. So just, yeah, thank you. Also, I want to hit 10k on Instagram, definitely by the middle of the year. So yeah, 10,000. I'm so excited to hit 10,000 on Instagram, because then I will have this swipe up function, and that will help me so much. So yeah, if you can help me achieve 10,000 on Instagram, honestly, thank you so much. I will definitely do an Instagram focus giveaway then as well. So yeah, also I just want to work with more brands, like I love the brands that I have been looking to work with now, but I want to continue that relationship with them and also add to my portfolio, if you want to call it that, of brands. So yeah, definitely continue to kind of keep going with that. Obviously I've already mentioned that I would love a career in social media, so when I graduate with a 2-1, that is like my goal, but I know I will do. I absolutely 100% will. And 2020 is like the year where I graduate. I know I'm going off on a bit of a tangent right now. Actually, I'll keep going on with my social media. Obviously, I want to start a career in social media, but I would also love to start making a regular income through YouTube and Instagram, and working with more brands and doing more sponsorships as well. I can only do that when you guys support me, and you guys do support me, so thank you so much for that. But yeah, I would like to make an income from a more of a regular income, like a regular income. I don't know why I said a regular income. A regular income. What? Oh, I should probably mention it, and I probably shouldn't mention it, but I have just handed in my notice at my part-time job. So I did get another part-time job over summer, because I needed money, and also it gives me something to do and a chance to socialise. Because I know what I'm like. If I'm not doing something over summer, I just eat and eat and eat. Yeah, I got a part-time job in summer. And I've just handed in my notice because it's my final year of uni and I need to focus on what my priorities are. I don't want to ever look back at uni and think, oh, if I hadn't have done that shift or I hadn't have done this, and then I would have got this grade or whatever. Uni is my priority. It's my biggest priority. It's my number one priority this year, and has been for the last, I don't know, however many years. Obviously I was doing my A-level so that I can go to uni. I was doing my GCSE so I could do my A-level so I could go to uni. So it's always been the biggest thing that's been on my mind, and I'm at the end of it, and I don't want to be thinking about, oh, I've got a shift and blah, blah. I want to just focus on my degree. And so I finished working at the end of January, so that'll give me more time to obviously focus on my degree, but also do more Instagram and YouTube stuff and not feel so guilty about that. And also, I always think that I'm going to be working, when I graduate, I'm going to be working between the age of 23 until I'm like 70. So this is the only like 4 or 5 months where I'm going to get to just not have to work, and it's going to be fantastic because I can just focus on like things that I love doing, which is YouTube and uni's where I really enjoy uni. Actually, I love academia kind of sometimes. As I've already mentioned, I want to get a 2-1 at uni, and I also want to get my graduate job pretty much straight after finishing uni. I want to get a job as soon as possible. Jack and I have some really big goals next year and big things that we want to do, and I have to have a job for that. I have to have a regular income, and to be honest, I'm very excited to be earning a full-time income for once in my life. And I've already said that the kind of job that I want to go for is going to be like social media, like just marketing in general. I would love to have a career in marketing and build on that. Social media marketing would be even better, but I'm not too specific. Just a marketing job that I'm interested in and working amongst people that I like. I'm not working weekends, that kind of thing. I would love to have. So yeah, the world, if God permits or whatever, I would love to do YouTube and Instagram like full time as well. If I ever had the opportunity to do that, and I was in a financial situation where I was earning a same amount of money or earning more money, I would 100% love to do Instagram and YouTube full time. I thought I would quickly actually add on that. So in terms of like friendship goals and not friendship goals, like relationship goals, I'm really happy in my relationship with my boyfriend Jack. I always call him my boyfriend, but his name is Jack, and we've been together for quite a long time. I'm not going to speak about him too much because he doesn't want me to speak about him and his life too much, which is fair enough. So yeah, I have a really good relationship with that. I think something that I've mentioned, I think very briefly in the past, is I would love to have a best friend. A best female friend would be absolutely ideal. And a lot of people talk about how they want to find like their dream man or like somebody who's absolutely perfect. I feel like I found that in Jack, and I just want to find a best friend. And it sounds so con, doesn't it? Oh, I want to find a best friend, but I mean, I have good friends. I have friends and good people around me, like I do. And even though on camera I come across as very extroverted, and I think when I'm around people I'm quite extroverted, like I'm an extroverted introvert, but really and truly I love spending time on my own. I love my own company. I'm happy and content with just being on my own. And through different circumstances in my life, I have like had to learn to love being by myself, even when I don't have the support of friends or family or whatever. But it would be nice to have that one best friend or a couple of those best friends, people who you can just rely on and talk to and chat to, you know, who's not Jack. Because sometimes men, they don't get it, like they just don't get it. So it would be really nice to have that one close or a couple of really good friends, but one would be absolutely ideal. Best friend who we just get each other. I've really struggled with friendships. Obviously when you're at school you have best friends, you have friends, but then relationships just slowly die out because you go on different journeys in your life. So maybe like you go to different schools, different universities, you move town, they start different things in their life, they maybe, I don't know, whatever. And since leaving school I've had friends here and there, but no one's like really stuck in my life that I felt like, oh my god, I can't live without you. And that is what I'm looking for. And I get so jealous of, not jealous in like a nasty way, but I really like, it's just so nice to see other women who have lovely friendship groups and they go on holiday with these girls and they call them their best friend. There's either something wrong with me in the sense that I just can't keep friends, or I've just not found the right one. And I think it's more of not finding the right people or the right best friend, and just not finding someone who I like fully connect with, that gets my jokes. In real life I'm so like jokey, and I have some like I joke about things that are probably a bit inappropriate, and I just want someone who gets that, and just we can talk about fashion, clothes, politics, all that kind of thing, because they're all things that I'm actually really interested in. But obviously I'm not going to talk about politics on my YouTube channel, god. But yeah, just somebody who I can just talk to who isn't Jack. I feel like sometimes, you know, when you have that one person who's really good for you and who's really perfect, you kind of like, I rely on him too much for everything, and I need to be able to spread that amongst other people in my life. So I hope 2020 will either strengthen the relationships that I have with certain people, or will bring up across somebody who's going to be just a really good positive friend that just yeah. That's another reason why I love YouTube and love Instagram, because I get to talk to you guys, and I feel like I have some sort of community, a sense of community, and it gives me a sense of belonging, because in some aspects of my life I haven't felt like I belong or I'm part of anything or whatever. And I'm proud of myself because I've created this, and I have found you guys, and you guys have found me on your own back. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. I don't have anything else to say. I hope this year brings you everything that you want. And also, let's be sensible about this, because people are looking at 2020 like it's going to be a magical year, and it might be a magical year. Some people will have an absolute magical year, but let's look at it as a building base onto more greatness in the years to come. I'm hoping this year I will finish my degree, I will build on my career, and just have endless building of my life. I'm not looking at this year, or I'm not looking at this year as if I'm gonna like win the lottery, I'm gonna have a massive transformation. I'm looking at this year as a great opportunity to close off certain chapters of my life, my degree, and start new chapters and start building on things. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Hope you guys have had a lovely Sunday evening, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye.